Hi guys, today I'm going to review Gone Girl by GillIan Flynn, or GillIan, I'm not sure, but either way she's an awesome author because I really liked this book. It follows the story of Nick, whose wife goes missing on the morning of their 5th wedding anniversary, and it follows him as he appeals to find his wife and also has to clear his own name because he is a suspect of his wife disappearing. The book has a dual narrative, both from Nick's point of view and Amy's point of view. At the start you get Amy's diary entries from, I think it's 2005 that they begin, and it's when she met Nick to the present day. And then as the story progresses you get like the recent point of view of Amy. And I thought that was a really interesting concept because, you know, the tagline of this book is there are two sides to every story, and there are definitely two sides to this story, and it was really interesting seeing the contrast of point of views and how one person and one character perceived the other, because the book is essentially about their relationship, and it was just really good and really thought out and just really well done. The characters are really flawed. Not written wise, they are written perfectly, but as characters, as people, as human beings, they're very flawed people, which is perfect because for the story and for the kind of book that it is, it wouldn't have worked if they weren't flawed characters. The first half is quite slow, but once you get to halfway, and you know if you read this what I mean by the halfway point, but when you get to a certain part, the entire book is just, you just devour it. You just cannot not know what is going to happen. Yeah, so characters, pretty flawed, but in such an awesome way. The plot was good, the twists and the turns, it just really kept me on my toes, especially the second half. Just all of it was done really, really well. I did have some issues with the ending, but I'm going to discuss that in the spoiler review section in a minute. But the only problem with the ending is that, I don't know, I felt like the more I think about it, the more I actually kind of like it. So I'll discuss that now, actually, because that was the end of the normal review, and now I'm going to review it, the spoilery part. So don't, after this, bye guys, because if you haven't read this, I don't want to ruin it, because it really will ruin it if you listen to these spoilers. It will ruin it because the plot is a very important part of this story, and if I just ruin the plot for you, there's just, honestly, don't ruin it for yourselves. Okay, so bye, non-spoilers, bye people, bye. Okay, spoilers. Amy is a psycho. What a psycho. Oh my god. I loved it. I loved how crazy she was. It was brilliant, and I just cannot wait for the movie. And I just want to say that the author did it so well in changing your view of the characters. Like, one minute you were rooting for Amy, then you were rooting for Nick. Well done to the author for doing that, because I just didn't know who to believe. It got to that, I just didn't know. I was like, I don't know anymore. Like, whose side am I on? And I just think that was really good because it really got me thinking. And I'm really interested to see how they do this in the movie. But yeah, the ending, because that is the big spoilery thing that I would like to discuss. I spent the second half of the book, as I'm pretty certain every other person did, thinking, right, come on now, we are going to get this Amy, and it's all going to be fine, and we're just going to sort our shit out, and it's going to be awesome. And then I just remember getting closer and closer to the end, and Amy came home, and I was like, right, this is it now, they're gonna nail her, and then it was, oh no, she's come up with this story now, and people were believing her, and it was all fine, and then it was all fine, and then it was all fine, and then it ended. I really did not like the ending because I was rooting for Nick to kick her ass. I just wanted her in prison, and it didn't happen. And I just got so mad because she's a crazy person. She should not be raising a child, for a start, and neither should Nick. They're just as crazy as each other. And when I thought that, I realised I actually really liked the ending because it was so different. Because that's what you wanted. You wanted a resolution that made you happy. You wanted a happy ending. And this book does not give you a happy ending. It gives you a really screwed up, warped ending. And I think that really set it apart because it wasn't the ending that you were expecting at all, and you realise that even though they both screwed each other over so badly, they were made for each other, and the ending worked. And hopefully will never happen in real life to an actual couple actually raising a child, because that child would be like a crazy psychopath. And I'm really interested to see how the film adapt it, because apparently they're changing the ending of the movie. Even though I've kind of warmed to it now, I would like to see how David Fincher like adapts this, because he is like my favourite director and I really trust his judgment. He always does book to movie adaptations perfectly. He's perfect at crime and thrillers, and he knows what he's doing.
Tell me why.
That was my review of Gone Girl. I really need to let that out because Amy really stressed me out. Okay, hope you enjoyed that, guys. Bye!